Time Mage, Thief, Geo, Ranger, Cannons, and Bards together. For our purposes, we're gonna have Thieves, Rangers, Time Mages, and a Geo. Hello, people.
Cat, get off.
Party leads if you have Waymark Studio. Don't tell me they got rid of the pavilion setup. That's criminal.
Wait, it's not in the community ones?
No, why would they do this to me? Now I need to put in effort. They like got rid of it for like BAP, I guess. Okay, I guess I have to place these manually now. Okay. We're gonna decide a few things.
Trav, you don't have Geo, right? You only have Knight? I can go Geo, you can go Knight.
I was only leveling Cannoneer and Bard and Monk.
So in Raid 4 chat, if you want to get your waymarks like this with facing north, and then we can just kind of hang out on our markers because we're going to have to figure out who's going to flex over to 3. The other thing is I'm going to need volunteers for different Phantom jobs. So I'll start with letters. If you're in party A, B, or C, I need a volunteer to play Time Mage. Just say in Raid 4 chat if you can play that Time Mage for the letters side. Someone has Time Mage. I see Car in Discord first, so I'm gonna have Car do it. Okay, and then I'm going to Percept for letters side. I need a Geo in letters. Would anyone like to Geo for letters? Sorry?
I'll Geo.
Who is I?
Fixie.
Fixie, okay. Is that your ping so I can add it? What's your Discord? Oh,
Right,
okay,
Fixie Poo, yeah.
There we go, okay. And then I need a Ranger on letters. Yes, Geo's just for the float trap. We don't technically need it, but we'll pull it. Can I get a Geo on letter side? Or not a Geo, Ranger. I need a letters Ranger. Great. Got Rinde. Oops. Alright, now I'm gonna go ahead and swap over to numbers. Can I get a Time Mage on the numbers side? That's from party 1 or 2. Jade can, perfect. Okay, I need a Perceptor, a Thief on numbers. Lilith can, Thief for numbers. Oops. Okay, I need a Geo for numbers. Everybody's favorite role, the one that exists for the tanks. Again, this CE isn't safe, so I would not head over to that one. We still need to finish organization. Oh, it's fucking Turtle. Fuck you, Turtle. Need a Geomancer for numbers. Azadita can geo for numbers. I need a ranger for numbers. Great, Dorothy can ranger for numbers. That is all I'm gonna pull. Ideally, every party will have a knight. A bard is always good. The last thing I'm gonna need is my chemists. If you can come over to this block on the south side. I'm gonna have my party leads mark our chemists, because these are our only people who can raise when we're inside the tower. I want about 5 or 6 for a prog run. And then party leads, if you can just mark them, target to attack 1 through 8. 5, 6, okay. Next I need maiden tanks. I don't know if Murgrim's already volunteering, but I need 3 main tanks from any party to come up north. These will be my people with tank stance on. Okay, I see Sith, Fixie, and Eli volunteering. So party leads, if you can mark them with target to bind. Okay, now I'm just gonna need volunteers to go to 3. We need 4 or 5 people. I know most parties will pull from A and 1. But I'm kind of just going to take any volunteers because right now it doesn't super matter. Anyone to flex over to 3? Oh yeah, Chem's on the south. Sanguine just missed a few. I can go ahead and flex over to 3 as well. And that makes 5. Okay. Anyone standing on the 3 marker right now, you are our pseudo 3 party. Anytime a mechanic calls for numbers, you are going to go ahead and do mechanics for party 3. So long as we're here, I'm also going to quick go over powers in the first boss. Only 1 cipher? Yes, only 1 cipher. The general strategy for ciphers is to put in 1 cipher immediately. If you see the number of current participants go over 48, put in a 2nd cipher. That's the general strategy. If you want to gamble, you technically don't need to put 1 in at all. So long as you're standing in the central pavilion when we get beamed up, you can get selected even with 0. Gamblers always win. You should always gamble. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. Yeah, while we're chilling out, to go over mechanics real quick. The big important thing it does is it'll fly up in the air, does either Ray of Expulsion afar or Ray of Dangers near. Expulsion afar is a knockback. You can look at the shadow on the ground to see where the hitbox is going to be, but you have plenty of time to adjust for the knockback. Dangers near is just a half room. Make the melees cry. It does tank busters. And then it'll do towers as well as near or far. Whenever there are towers, numbers move through, letters stay. And it's always going to be left to right relative looking at the boss. A1, B2, C3 for the towers. If you're following the raid plan, that's slide 7 about. Then he'll rotate. We just go to the side of the boss that's the opposite. We'll get on the butt, and then we'll do the rotate again. Pretty easy. For the meteors, you're going to get stacks over your head, as well as a arrow flying over your head showing you which direction the stack is going to launch you. You need to check which way that stack is launching and respect it so that it will launch you towards the center of the arena. At the same time, a bunch of people are going to get marked with meteors, as well as the floor will be marked with a meteor. Meteors will go to the side where the floor is marked with a meteor. Stacks, always make sure you're facing into the center of the boss. Once the meteors are placed, we'll take the stacks to either get knocked over the boss to the safe side or stay on the safe side. This is the thing I think you should review the most. This is genuinely the hardest mechanic in the fight. It's on slide 11 about. Then it's a rotate, then it's summons. Summons are genuinely super fucking easy. It's just burn down ads. Same tower priority. The only hard thing is this is why we need the time mages. They'll dispel the big middle ad before it can start taking damage. And ads don't move, so don't bother trying to stack them. Just make sure tanks have aggro. Then it's going to be the levitate summons. That's on slide 16. We'll just go to the side with meteors. They're basically 2 sets of meteors stacked on top of each other and gargoyle spawn that give you gravity. Resolving it, genuinely easy. It's another listen to calls kind of thing. The important thing about it is that numbers will go up. For numbers to go up after the knockback or the far, they're just going to stand in a gargoyle, get lifted up, and then go into the towers as assigned. Then we'll just dodge an AoE, and that's literally every single mechanic in Demon Tablet. If your time mage is for letters, should you not be in 3? It doesn't matter. Or if your time mage is for letters. Yeah, because you can't target it all the way through the boss. You can target through the boss, but it's just kind of far. Oh, it's up. You can go ahead and throw your ciphers into the cipher reliquary around the outside. Remember, gamblers always win.
Click on it, Trev, and just put 1 cipher in.
Alright.
Yep, click on the cipher reliquary fire and then just put in 1. Shouldn't need 2 right now. I don't think there's that many people here. You hardly even need 1. If there ever was a run to gamble, it's probably this one.
There's
Yeah,
only
if
4 people
Alna,
around us in our vicinity, so.
I would definitely recommend you stay on B if you're the only time agent letters. Because otherwise we won't be able to dispel that ad and then it's a white.
You only technically need 4 people for a party in Demon Wall anyway. They just have to know what they're doing.
You only need 4, but that means no one can fuck up.
Yeah.
Priority for ads for each tank. So we should have a tank in every number and letter. So whatever your letter or number party is, that is going to be your ad. So like A party would stay and get their leftmost ad. B party would move through and get the rightmost ad. It's just whatever party you're in, tank that ad relative to where it spawns. It's the same as towers. If you know how towers work, then you're set.
They don't really do that much damage. As long as they're on a tank, it's chill.
Honestly, they don't even need to be on a tank. If they're on a Viper with Bloodbath, they can't really kill them, as long as the healer's like paying a modicum of attention. Add to the real important thing is getting the dispel off. Yes, please, please, please ask questions. You are decidedly less cringe for asking questions. I'm never bothered by questions. Yes, the big guy in the center on each side will have a defense up that needs to be dispelled by time mages. That is why we have at least 1 time mage on each side. If you want to be super safe, please feel free to bring an extra. I have negative worry about DPS in this fight. I always say skip ads or disband as a joke. But, like, the enrage on this boss is incredibly, incredibly generous. I'm not even remotely concerned about it, so there's no shame in bringing extra of any of the necessary jobs. I honestly don't know what happens if you don't dispel it. I'm pretty sure it's an enrage or they explode or something. I've never fucked it up.
I don't actually think they have it. I think they just stay, and they're like annoying. But
So to answer your question, I hope I never find out.
Better safe than sorry.
I know the people who are theorizing for 16. Oh no, they do. They only have 1 time mage though, but there's a time mage still in there. Obviously, also for lockwards.
A science run. Yeah, I'll tell Morsha. I'll tell Morsha we have to not dispel ads. Yeah, there's about 40 of us across 5 parties.
I do appreciate that. Apparently, the entire community we're testing something dumb. We're doing it for science. With my FC, we'll often see how close we can get before pulling a boss in Savage or Extremes. For science. Or when you face pull it by accident, you were just testing it for science.
Of course, of course. Last science run I did, we just tested every single debuff on the ads in hallways.
Yeah.
Or just sleeping all the ads back to back.
Oh, they can be slept?
Honestly, a lot of them. If you look at the channel for hallways, it'll show you what ads can be affected by what.
Because I know when I went
in
Cannoneer last, they were susceptible to like my dark shot, but not the shock shot.
Do not panic if you did not get right of entry fork tower or someone in your party didn't. They're probably a degenerate gambler who always win. I should have gambled, man. Why do I spend my fucking silvers on these things?
You can see how many people are on the platform.
Is there a button we press, or we just wait?
You just wait.
We're just waiting. This is basically a CE spawning. We're getting beamed up. If you look to the northwest, you can see the tower in the background.
Yeah, behind the Nimian ruins.
Gamblers always win. Okay, do not jump down right away. So long as you are on this glowing platform, this is your very last chance to swap jobs and phantom jobs. Please make sure you are on the correct thing before you jump down.
You know, once you do, you are locked in for the run. There's no switching after the fact.
You will also note the debuff for Resurrection Restricted has 3 stacks. That means you get 3 reses for the entire run.
3 carts and you're out.
I love Monster Hunter. Alright, once you're ready, we can all head down. There will be a Knowledge Stone here for you to buff up. A lot of people say only knights can buff up. I think that's cope. Sounds like lies to me. So, if you have a buff, go ahead and pop it on the Knowledge Crystal. Party leads will head up, and I'm going to post something in the organization, assuming it's still here. There it is. If you look at what I just posted in organization, or I guess Mecha just posted, you want to make sure you have your waymarks like that. Those are going to be our priorities for Tower Soaks. If you have Waymark Studio, it's already built in. It's just ABBA Demon Tablet. If you don't, you can kind of just wing it for numbers. Everyone should know where they're going, realistically. Once you have your waymarks down, this is your last chance for questions. If you have any questions, now is your chance.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
No, Patrick, mayonnaise is not an instrument. Okay, once you have your waymarks down, party leads, go ahead and ready check and say and yell when you are ready. What's 9 plus 10? The 21?
Generally speaking, the reason people usually only want the night buff is because they're afraid of being buff capped.
Did someone just run off?
Hey, you can fall off here if you didn't know.
Lala fell down. Lala fell down.
This is also where I mentioned only chems can raise.
Oh, they just wasted one of their lives.
Alright, party leads, when your party is ready, go ahead and say and / yell. I've got B, I've got C.
2's waiting on 1.
I've got A.
I'm questioning.
Just waiting on 1 and 2.
If
Yes.
you don't mind. Yeah. Can we stack the tank busters for Zerker?
If you're gonna stack the bird, then please stand directly center of the boss. Tanks, if you have something and you're not gonna stack Berserker, just don't stand dead center of the boss. Yeah, center and invuln. Do it for the Berserkers. They like to hit 1,000,000 damage. It's entertaining to watch.
Thank you.
Just use your actual invuln. Pledge won't work since there's 3.
I've got B, I've got C, I've got A, I got 1, just waiting on 2. This is also your reminder to raid food. You can pop raid food now.
Oh, right.
It does matter.
Yeah, food, pots and bowl.
How is 2 looking?
Just waiting on a DPS.
Okay. If you have no knight, it's not the end of the world. You just lose 100% uptime, 10% party net.
I'm talking about the stack, so I can just involve the first one, but the other two busters I won't be able to stack then, right? Is that what's going to happen?
I think warriors can invul in all stacks.
The
I
second
don't
buster
know.
doesn't happen till way later in Demon Wall. You won't
Yeah,
have to worry about it.
there's only
Yeah.
2 busters and they're very far apart.
Okay.
And it only really matters for warriors. If you're playing Berserker, you're probably playing warrior.
Oh, okay, I'm a
Okay.
paladin. That's why I was wondering. Okay, cool.
I see everybody is ready, so pull time is going to be at 26 seconds on the Fork Tower Blood instance timer. That's in about 30 seconds from now. We're going to pull at 26 on the Fork Tower Blood instance timer. If you have LB, you can use it at about 5 seconds for LB2, and I think it's about 2 seconds for LB1. Pulling in 15. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tanks establish aggro. He's gonna start with a raid wide. Make sure you mitigate this.
Tempora, grass that up.
Next up, it's going to be knockback or get away. This will be dangers near. You want to get away for the half room. Move through and get away for the half room. Now he's going to do it again. We're going to move through and get away for the half room. It's not always the same twice in a row, but this time it is. Next up, it's going to be tank busters. Berserkers in the middle. Stay away from the boss if you are not a tank. Oh my god, that's a lot of berserkers. Next up, it's going to be towers. If you are a numbers party, you will move through the boss. If you are a letters party, you will stay. Get knocked back, then resolve your tower. Get knocked back, then resolve your tower. Knock back. Resolve towers. Now we're gonna spin. Check what he calls. We'll do the opposite. Be on the left side of the boss. All the way on the left side of the boss. After this rotation, you will find the boss's butt. Get onto the side of the boss's butt. If you see his face, you're on the wrong side. We will be on the left side, kind of near the C marker. Next up, you are going to light spread for meteors. Check your head, check your debuff, see if you have a meteor marker. We will find the side that has the meteor and drop the meteors on it. If you have a stack, make sure your stack is pointing towards the center. Meteor stacks will get knocked over. Meteors through and knock back. Get knocked back to resolve. Meteors through, get knocked back to resolve. And then resolve your stack. Stacks on the wall, resolve the stacks. Watch out for that bad stack. There's a stack pointing the wrong direction. If we can get a raise on a chemist. Next up, it's going to be ads. Again, numbers will be through. Oh, it's rotate. Left side, be on the left side. Mechanics are for cars. And you're already on the boss's butt. Just resolve again. Be on the right side, kind of near the A marker. Now it's ads, just like I said. Numbers will move through, letters will stay. Time mages, don't forget your dispel.
Six, was I a number or a letter?
A letter.
Numbers through, letters stay. Find your ad. Time mages, get ready to dispel the big one in the middle. Time mages dispel the big one in the middle. Make sure all the ads die. We've got a good bit of time.
Ads on letter side down.
Once everything's dead, we're just chilling. Next up, it is going to be summon again. We will find the side with the towers, and everybody needs to get on the side with the towers.
And those who run through are going to be taking the gravitation up, yeah?
No, numbers will always be floating. Numbers will always float.
Okay.
Front right will be safe for later. Move through, get knocked back, then numbers will go up. Be on the side with the towers, knock back. Numbers up, letters resolve. When numbers are up, resolve your towers, numbers resolve. And then move front right, go to the front right of the boss. An explosion is A-okay. We're gonna spin again. Be on the left side of the boss. On the left side of the boss. You're already on the boss's butt, so just hang out. Be on the left side of the boss again, kind of near the 3 marker. I believe it's Buster next. Spread out for meteors, just in case. I don't remember
It is
which one.
meteors. It's meteors here.
It's meteors? Okay. A lot of the times it'll be dead right about now. Check meteors. Meteors are staying. Check your stacks. Get knocked back to resolve. Knocked back to resolve. Check your stacks.
Make sure you're spinning the right way to go on the platform still.
Nope.
Danger's near. Move through and half room. Move through and half room. Tank busters, Zerkers in the middle. That's Demon Tablet. It's a lot of just checking the stacks and which direction they're getting knocked.
Grabbing Riv and Miz.
Do not leave until everyone is up. Alright, next up is hallways. This is going to be where your thieves matter. Do I have anyone on numbers side who knows how to call this and what's going on?
I can call hallways.
Cool. First things first, make sure you get your personal spoils. They are right in front of the knowledge crystal. Second thing second, letters side and numbers side, I want to have one cuck chemist. Just kind of stay back. I'll give you a Discord stream on letters side. We're just gonna have one chemist on each side. Stay back just in case of horrible disaster. Okay, to quickly go over hallways, I should have pulled out the thing first. Where did it go? There it is.
West side is letters, east side is numbers.
Yes, west side for letters, east side for numbers. We will split up VCs, but I'm going to give us a quick rundown. So, there's a ton of ads in here. Time mages on every pull. As soon as everything is pulled, make sure everything is slowed all the time. None of the ads really do anything but AoEs, except for the Manticore, who's going to do a left or a right slam. You want to dodge opposite his call and then move through as soon as it goes off. If we have a slow on the Manticore, it will be very, very easy. Pseudo 3, so long as you're not an important role, you can go to the numbers side. Numbers is already gone. Goodbye, numbers. I'm sure you've got this. There's a bunch of landmines, so you want to make sure your thief is always in front. Do not lead the party if you are not the thief. There's two different kinds of landmines. There's one with just one ring above it and one with two. If it has two rings, it is a super landmine and it will explode fucking everywhere and super kill everybody. The other thing is there's going to be electric floors. Geomancers will need to levitate either themselves or a tank or something and walk over and hit the trap. That's about it. So numbers, go ahead and split to the other VC and start your hallways. Letters, I will call for us and we are good to go. Remember to let your thief lead.
Quick question. As Ranger, I'm going to be disabling the one circle traps, correct?
Yes. Make sure no one's near it. Make sure you're only hitting the one circle traps.
All right.
Yeah.
I
that's about
can't
it.
promise I'll succeed, but I will give it my best shot.
I assure you it is not very hard and you have lots of time. Which side are you on? Letters or numbers?
Your side. Letters.
Okay, great. That is the example of a trap you want to hit. You can just
Alright,
slap
so-
that thing with the falcon from here.
And if it's bigger with the lightning's looking like it's coming out of it, well, we might want to give that a wide berth.
We're going to stay in this square room. Tanks, there is a scarab and a manticore in here. Just pull the manticore and the scarab in here, and then you're going to face it away from the party. We are good to nuke these things down whenever. Time mages, remember to...
And interact with the trap control to turn it off. It is also notable that the electrified floors will never have traps on them. So once they're disarmed, they're completely safe to walk on. Be at least one trap in this hallway somewhere. Oh, there we go. So you can see it does extend a little bit further than its own range implies. I think that person's just a random. It's fine to raise them. Here we'll go left. Left, please. Left first because it has the extra loot. Once again, slow all the mobs. We'll focus the moth here. Shock cannon does work. Oh yeah, avoid the orb. The orb will silence you. Sorry, that was a late call. Melees won't care, but it's really unfortunate for casters. Looks like we've percepted all the way up to the door. If we could get a ranger to blow up the trap. You can blow anything up with an invuln. The main thing is just that the super traps have a really large radius, so it's very dangerous to blow them up willy-nilly. So here, there are no traps here. Once you see the red line kind of delineates where the traps are, so once you pass the red line, there's no more traps. Here it's usually just a 50-50, unless someone has special tools that will tell you which one is correct, but we can just go left, I guess. For the slows. Get to the Manticore's left. Swap sides. Should be a hidden room right around here if the thief could percept it. Oh, I got lucky. Alright. Because the personal spells are in here, you can come get your Sanguinite. There will be nothing in the other side, so we don't even need to pull the mobs.
Dumb question. 3 Sanguinite for a piece of armor, right?
It's 60 Sanguinite if you want to get a single +2. So, you have to do this a few times. Alright, we can pull these. The X fixative that you need 6 of in order to upgrade from +1 to +2 cost 10 Sanguinite each. Careful for the orb. Ranger can blow this up. Pull these. Geo can take care of the floor whenever. Oh, it's ace. Nice insta-kill. Before we continue on, we should have the thief do the spooky room. We can all go back since, you know, maybe eventually you guys will be thieves, so you can also see how it's done. There'll always be this room over here. No traps because there's the red line. However, this room in particular, once you walk into it, a timer will start. After a certain amount of time, it will blow up, killing everyone inside. However, thieves have a called sprint. What you'll want to do is basically stand right at the start, pop your sprint, run all the way to the end, percept, there will be a hidden, like it'll reveal a hidden passage, and you just walk through. So just pop your sprint and run through. And don't forget to percept at the end. That's all. Once you jump down there, you'll be able to unlock the door from the other side and let the rest of us in for an extra 2 rocks. Watch out for the orb. It doesn't really matter. You can percept on the way out, because there may still be traps there, if you didn't already clear the hallway.
Yeah, I cleared it. It's all good.
Okay, okay. Yeah, we're chilling. 2 more rocks. So the only thing is left are these last 2 mobs. This corridor that we're about to go into will always have a super trap, so everyone can stand behind this orb. We'll pop it. So don't. All right, we can have the thief percept it. It won't always have a super trap, but there'll always be a super trap, and we haven't found one yet. So yeah, there it is. So everyone, just behind this orb, please, or you will suffer the consequences of your actions. If you're not behind the orb, you would die to this. Anyway, there will be one more trap in this upcoming room, but it'll always be towards the exit, so we can pull the mobs back over here because they have a short leash range. This will make dodging the Manticore somewhat more tolerable. Right hammer be on its left. Ranger can blow that up whenever they would like. And that's always. Yeah, we got beat out this time, but it's okay. Can't win them all. Alright, feel free to move back up.
Be careful, wait for the thieves. Thieves first, thieves in front. There is a trap behind the door.
Alright.
I think I'm into that.
Rangers, you can blow it up, and we're on to Dead Stars.
Oh, you were the thief. No wonder we lost. SMH.
You think I would go in here and not be on Thief? Are you crazy?
I was showing everyone the room and everything.
I'm the Thief. Oh, I showed everyone the room.
Ah, fair enough.
I would never take away the beauty of the schizo room from everybody. Okay. I fully expect most people have not looked into or reviewed Dead Stars at all. I'm gonna go through all the mechanics up to about Snowball. That is the prog point, the first wall for like just about everybody.
Yep.
So, to go over it really quick with the new strats, womp womp. The green ad on the left will be for party A and 1. The red ad in the middle will be for party B and 2. The purple ad on the right will be for party C and 3. It's not color-coded anymore, and it makes me mad. Green ad will jump to 2, red ad will jump to A, purple ad will jump to Delta. They're all going to do giant AoEs. Just get hit by one AoE. Whatever ad you are assigned, you want to get hit by the AoE that they are doing. Next mechanic is Slice and Dice. Tanks, point it out. Just whichever tank gets the tank buster, point it outside of the arena. After that, they're going to jump back to the center and do 3-body problem. 2 of them, yep, Puppet's Bunker. They're going to jump to the center. 2 of them are going to do point-blank AoEs. 1 of them will not do a point-blank. It'll always be green. That means we are going into Poison Phase. The green boss is going to turn the other 2 into slimes. 1 a hot slime, 1 a cold slime. At the same time, you're going to get a debuff. If you ever did Trinity Avowed and not Dragon Song, Jesus Christ, Delubrum Reginae, it's the same thing. You want to get hit by the opposite color until your debuff reaches neutral. So if I had 3 fire stacks, I would want to get hit by ice 3 times until my color is neutral. Same opposite, if I had ice, I get hit by fire 3 times. It is 100% a personal responsibility mechanic. The way I resolve it, I just look at which waymark is being hit, however many times I need to be hit. We're probably going to lose just about fucking everybody to this mechanic. That tends to be how it happens. After that, the other 2 bosses will jump and then do a cleave towards the center. We'll just get between where they're at. So if you look at slide 8, they jump kind of to 4 and B. It means we're just going to go to A. You can kind of just follow the call. Next, they'll do Delta Attack. It's a test of your healers. Just need to Turbo Mitt and heal through it. Then it's a stack, pointed out. Again, it's a heal check. After that, it's Snowball. If you're going to study anything, let it be Snowball. Snowball is easily the hardest mechanic in this entire fight. 2 snowballs will spawn. 1 snowball will spawn on the north, 1 will spawn on the southwest. North will be covered by ABC party, southwest will be covered by 1, 2, 3. You're going to follow the dashes. These are all wild charges. A and 1 will take the first dash, B and 2 will take the second, C and 3 will take the third, following where your snowball dashes. When the snowball reaches its destination, a knockback from the center is going to go off. You want to get launch knocked opposite the snowball you were chasing, unless you are a tether. If you're a tether, just get launched to make it as long as possible. Everyone will stand all the way at the wall. We're going to nuke the snowballs down. I know this explanation was very fast, and nobody picked up on any of it. However, this is a fuck it we ball, let's see the first mechanic kind of pull. The other thing is, how do my chemists look? I would like to have a sacrificial chemist. Can I get a sacrificial chemist to come hang out up here?
I volunteer as tribute.
Great, you're going to be my corpse for the entire fight. As soon as we pull, you're just going to stack on the sack on the south side in the death wall. All of my other chemists, please make sure Ellis's respawn timer does not go beneath like 30 seconds. If you have a res, just keep it on Ellis the entire time. When we all die, Ellis will get up afterwards, and then Ellis is going to raise us all, and we get another attempt. So, if you have any questions, please ask now. I know it was fast. I know you have a million questions. It is okay to ask. It is also okay to just see the boss and run it down. Yep, we're chemist choosing.
My
Yes.
one question is, the snowball telegraph where they're going to actually like go, correct?
Yep.
So you can kind of pre-position.
Yep, if you look at slide slide 11, 12, 13, you can kind of see the way it's going to appear. The first dash will appear, the second dash will appear, the third dash will appear. So you're going to know right away where you go. For example, I'm hanging out in party 3 today. I'm going to follow the southwest snowball. I watch the first dash, I watch the second. As soon as the third dash appears, I know that's where I'm going to go. As arranged, I'm kind of just going to go hang out in it and hope my tank is in front of me. Tanks, these are wild charges on the snowballs. You do need to be in front. How much MIT do we need for the snowball wild charge? I've healed this fight once and, like, literally fucking nothing. That's a lie, I've healed it twice. Pretty much fucking nothing. It doesn't really hurt.
Yeah, the wild charge itself, you can just like pop a short and you're like fine. You're more than fine.
Yeah, I
It seems
saw
like...
we have a tank in party 3.
What was the heavy mechanic name?
That is going to be Delta Attack. It happens at the end of every time a color mechanic goes off. I'll call it, so like as soon as green is done doing his mechanic, as soon as the cleaves go off, he's going to do Delta Attack. It's going to hurt a ton. I will tell you that you need to Ubermit. No, you can't save waymarks in this zone. I hope you're playing on PC so you can ask your cousin for Waymark Studio.
For the snowball, is it one party per line? So like party 1 for the first line, party 2 for the second line, or are we all in the line and tanks rotate?
It will put a Vuln on you. It is 1 party per line.
Per line. Got
First
it.
line will be parties A and 1. The second line parties B and 2. The third line parties C and 3.
Awesome. Thank you.
Kryptonite Mint, 90%. Is that enough for 1 Delta attack? I think that's just on you, right?
That is correct.
Knights, yeah. Genuinely, there's like no damage in this fight besides Delta attack. If you have Mitt, just put it on Delta attack. Yeah, slice and dice, not a concern.
Do we want to do tanks for Fireball, or are we not even concerned about it?
Hell no, we're not seeing Fireball.
Okay.
There's not a chance in hell we see
No faith.
Fireball.
Faith.
Maybe on the second pull I'll explain Fireball. Let's see Snowball first. I don't expect everyone to get through the
Not a
responsibility
snowball's
mechanic.
chance in hell.
Okay, let's make sure
no
we have
chance.
pulls. Please ready check. For Snowball Tether, do you say where you get knocked back or run across? Snowball Tether, you want to make sure it gets pulled as long as possible. All you have to do is get knocked opposite your tether and then pull it all the way to the wall. Just pull those tethers long. Please check if you have a tether. I see that fucked up all the time and it makes me so sad. Okay, I got A, I got C. I've got 1, 2. Just waiting on B. Yep, food if you got it. B is ready. All right, we're going to pull at 1830. That's in about 20 seconds. 1830.
All right, fellow chemists, my ability to help cheese this if we fail is in your hands.
Yes, please keep that res on Ellis. We're pulling in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can stack the ads in the center and then they'll jump.
Good luck, everybody.
Check where your ad is jumping. Get hit by only 1 AoE on your assigned ad. Get hit by only 1 AoE.
It'll be at funnel wall, so don't be too far out.
Yes, don't die to the death wall. Check your tether, it can get fucky. Make sure you're on the right ad. Check your debuff if you need to. Tanks point these out.
Alright, I'm in position.
Keep the res on Ellis, please. Bosses are going to jump to the center and do tiny AoEs underneath themselves. Don't get hit by the tiny AoE. It will be entirely personal responsibility. Remember to check your debuff. Watch where the ads are jumping. Get hit by the opposite color until you are neutral. Don't even DPS. Just focus on the mechanic. I cannot call this. One more, and then it is an itty-bitty, teeny-tiny raid wide. If you have any stacks, you're gonna die. If you get a res, save it for after the cleave. Actually, if you have a res, just don't even take it. We'll get another attempt in here. We're gonna watch where the bosses jump, and we will run in between them. Check where they jump. Charlie Delta. Between Charlie Delta all the way at the wall. If you greed this, you die. You can now return to your ad, and coming up next will be Delta Attack, the super raid wide. Check your tether to make sure it's still correct. And get ready to super mitt this mechanic. Super mitt, big heals out. After 3 hits, it is stacks. Point the stacks out. This is not near automata. Ooh, we have a wild ad.
Back up a little bit with your line stack.
Again, they'll jump to the center. Tiny AoEs underneath the ads, and we're going to move into Snowball. Letters north, numbers south. Follow your Snowball. I will call the order that we are stacking. A1. B2. C3, A1 in. B2 in. C3 in. Get knocked opposite your Snowball, tethers respect.
Yeah, make sure the chemist has a raise.
All the way at the wall, all the way at the wall, all the way at the wall, get a res on the chemist. We're gonna wipe. Everybody run all the way to the south side, get a res on the chemist.
To be clear, for North Snowball, that was too far into the wall, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think they ran for getting the knockback. Everybody die, get a res on Ellis, everybody die, jump in the wall. I just smacked my fucking microphone. Do not release. Do not release. Ellis, you can get up. That was good. We saw Snowball. I hope that helps people understand how the personal responsibility mechanic works. Does anyone need any further clarification on Primordial Chaos, the temperature mechanic?
Is there a safe spot that we can stand that where once we're cleared we can just chill or avoid safely?
I've heard that they're consistent jumps, but I've never seen it.
Okay. Yeah,
personally, for me, I just check them all. Like, for me, last time, my safe waymark was, it was like CCB4. So I just ran to C, it went off. I ran to C, it went off. I ran to B, it went off. I ran to 4, it resolved. I just check my waymarks and see what I need to resolve everything. Yeah, stacks, especially in undersize, or the tethers, especially in undersize. The tether is telling you which boss you can hit. Sometimes they just get fucking weird because the bosses are just trying to like even out the party members on each one. So if you take an AoE and it's bad, you just kind of have to check. Tethers kind of just do what they want. Yep, tethers just... Even when you're even, tethers just get fucking weird. They just kind of do what they want. Snowballs. Honestly went pretty well.
Pixie's out of lives.
Yeah, Trap's gonna take over for main tank, he said.
F in chat, never forget. If you're out of lives, normally people would want you to leave because it takes HP off the top of the boss. You can stay. Please stay. I was gonna say, please stay and watch for prog. We're not gonna kill this pull. I want you to be able to see the mechanics. Those people in the middle, you can absolutely get. You can just walk up here and they're in range. Nibble, if you want to just come over here, you can make it. If we pull the boss, run out of the arena. They'll despawn. It's fine. Radis, we're probably gonna have to get mid-pull.
I see him back there, yeah.
Too far. Snowballs went pretty well. I think everybody did the wild charges all right.
So
sorry?
after wild charges, there's the knockback?
Yes, after wild charges, it's the knockback.
Got it.
Everybody.
Sorry about that.
No, you're good. Everybody needs to get knocked back from the center, away from their snowball. If you are a tether, you need to check and see if you're a tether. Tether will not always respect your snowball. You just need to get knocked so that it is pulled as long as possible. You need to pull the tether as long as possible because that gets rid of a debuff on the snowball, which makes it possible for us to kill them. If you saw right there, the snowballs didn't die. They still had debuffs on them. We could Eli, but it's not super safe. Eli, how many lives do you have? Where'd you go? Or Ellis? Okay, Ellis, let's chemist cheese again. Even though we're going to be down a lot of people, let's chemist cheese again. Yes.
As you wish.
So does Snowball make sense to everybody? I want to see it again, and then I'll explain fire before the next instance. Okay. Okay, gotcha. Let's just make this an all-in then. Yeah, we only have 10 minutes anyways, so we'll just make this an all-in. Oh yeah, it's a lot to take in.
So Fresh
prog grows really fast because Demon Tablet just dies right away. So you always see up to second boss. Like, prog will slow down after this one, and then it becomes a bit easier to take everything in. So let's just focus on Snowball for now. Focus on getting the first mechanic right. Focus on getting Snowball right. If you don't touch a single damage button on your keyboard, that is fine. We're not going to survive fire. Let's get ready checks out.
So since we on time constraints, so I am not chemist cheesing this then?
Excuse me.
Yeah, let's just all in. No need the chemist cheese. Let's fuck it, we ball, we clear.
Roger Dodger.
Okay, C is ready. Two is ready. One is ready. I just need A and B. B is ready. A is ready. All right, let's go ahead and pull at 1910. 910. That's the word I meant. That's in about 20 seconds. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tanks pull into the center for cleaves.
I got
Bosses will
Raiders.
jump. Bosses will jump. Make sure you only get hit by 1 AoE. Remember to check your tethers because they can and will get weird. Tanks point the buster out. Next bosses will jump to the center and do a tiny AoE underneath themselves. Don't get hit by the tiny AoE. After this, it'll be the slime mechanic. Remember to check your debuff. This is all personal responsibility. Check your debuffs. One more AoE. Lastly, it's going to be a tiny little raid wide. If you still have debuffs, you're going to die. We'll check where the bosses jump and then get between them. Alpha, run to Alpha. Do not greed. You can return to your boss. Next up, it's going to be Delta attack. Check your tether to make sure it's not still weird. Big, big, big mitt.
Throwing out Tempora Grassa now.
Point these party stacks out. Party stacks.
Occult
point
Elixir
out.
used.
Point the party stacks out.
Throwing a revive on Miz.
Next up, it's going to be Snowball. You do not have to call. It's okay. I got this.
Sorry.
Check the stacks underneath the boss. Don't get hit by them. Snowballs will be next. Letters north. Numbers south. Follow your snowball. A1. B2. C3. A1 in. B2 in. C3 in. Get knocked opposite your snowball. All the way at the wall, all the way at the wall. Nuke him down. That was a little better. We got one snowball killable.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, this snowball didn't get knocked quite straight. If it had got knocked to like here, it would have been killable and we could have got through it. So real close. Alright, let's release and then we can get a second attempt in here. As soon as everybody's out, it'll be 30 minutes till the next one.
Level up time.
Yeah, I feel like that's pretty average for Anyprog. Anyprog's...
They're going to start coming faster after it finishes. Yeah, they're going to start coming.
As a hypothetical, let's say you accidentally went AFK for past 10 minutes. Do you just server hop and see if you can get back in?
That is your best bet, yep.
Okay.
We're currently 72, though.
Ooh.
72, I'm not getting fortunate.
Yeah, it's cooked.
But yeah, no,
Apologies for that. I had to step out. I didn't realize it was going
Nah,
to be
you're
a-
all.
It happens.
but yeah, I ended up deciding that I'm not gonna run today because A, everyone who I want to pull can't go. B, my mental state was not good after 4 hours of sleep plus tower plus getting sniped.
That makes sense. Makes sense. Hey, speaking of, when you are going to go for the clear, are you completely full or you got room? Eyes.
I might just make a Google sheet and just put people on there.
Yeah, fair enough.
So if there's probably still space, could like run on. I have like 20 people I can pull right now off the top of my head.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Just well, I'm sure you'll ping it, so I'll keep an eye
Yeah,
on it.
you'll see it, and then they'll probably say, "Hey, message DM me specifically about it."
What if I just DM you now, and then you forget about it until you put it up, and then you see it then? And it's like, wow, that guy DM'd really fast.
That's up to your discretion.
Yeah, I'm gonna set up a bot to DM you every minute on the minute, like PF up.
I'm gonna block you.
It's a miracle you haven't yet, to be honest.
I'm only using you to help me host friends. Nothing else. Yeah, it's completely.
I could have sworn one of you was the Real Me Again show the other day, but...
Fake Mia doesn't want me in their ultimate parties. Fake Mia won't take me for tea or fruit. Crying.
Oh my god. I'm just more upset because I can't clear.
Can't clear what?
I'm just more upset because I can't clear tower for the life of me. But
we clear tomorrow with a little star on it.
We clear tomorrow with a star on it if Ruler and Bira can get here before.
Yes. I might host Boss 2 before your run tomorrow at like 2 p.m.
You'll make it.
I'll make it? Okay.
It will be usual time, or later than usual time, depending on Ruler.
I'd say usual time's like 7, 8 my time, right?
Yeah, so you make it.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's Boss 2, that's a 3-hour run. It is 71.
This run started at like fucking 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
And we're freshy, but I guess I'm doing a lot of explaining.
It's still full, it's still full.
Yeah, I was considering going undersized, but then I kind of realized it's not innately worth it.
Slimes jump 4 times.
I would say it's only worth going undersized if you know you're going to get snipers for a clear pull, because you really do want the LB3s for Mediterranean. I mean, like, ultimately it shouldn't really be that big a deal, but, you know, you want every match you can get.
Snipe is a crazy statement.
Look, the Koki Lorgi experience has taught me a lot of things. The snipers, well, they're in the server now also, so they'll just know, but...
They're here? Well...
Yeah. If you, like, search Phantom and Crescent, you'll see them. They're chilling.
This is the first run in like my past like 4 runs I haven't seen Phantom or Crescent or Chet.
Look, they have to feel bad because we kicked me out specifically when I organized fucking everything. They have to feel bad. They have to feel pity.
I think they do. I think they feel a little bad.
The snipers are, like, honestly just, like, down to help. It's just unfortunate that you're the person they snipe as the host.
They're down to help. They just like have no respect for like the line.
I think they've been in like every ABBA clear. Or at least the first 3, which is kind of insane.
They absolutely cut the line, but they put up and shut up.
Unfortunately, they're pretty good at doing this content.
No, they're consistent, so I can't say they're directly griefing.
It just really sucks when like they boot out somebody who doesn't have a clear yet.
Especially if I'm pretty.
Especially the host.
Yeah.
Like twitch.tv/meagain show.
That was,
Wow, none of you guys in my party gamble? You guys are too... Man, stop being upstanding citizens.
I can't afford to put in a cipher right now.
We're doing gold farm. We're doing a gold farm after this, Quill, anyways.
I'm allergic.
I'm
allergic to gold.
I'm also very broke, that's why I didn't put in a cipher. Don't look at the stream.
You need a thief on party 2. That was the position I was holding, just to give you a heads up.
Okay. Do not jump down yet. If I can get a thief in numbers to come up to the northeast here.
I believe, yeah, we do have one.
I need a single thief for numbers to come up here. Show thyself.
I've never done it before, but I can try.
It's pretty easy, just don't risk it. All you do is walk forward and only walk where you've detected. If you can come over here and show me you exist before we jump down, though. Need one for numbers.
Oh.
Right, this was on the wrong side as well.
Okay, gotcha. Cool. Everyone else, make sure you're on the right job, right Phantom job. And then
We
we're
did
good
go
to go.
down a chemist though.
That is
fine.
fine. We just won't die. If you don't die, you live.
We still have a chemist in our party. We've said 2 before, so we're chilling.
Yeah.
Alright. Second verse, same as the first. Get the waymarks down. If you look in the organization chat, I think waymarks, yeah, still at the bottom there. And if you have Waymark Studio, you can just click the button. Again, pop food. Party leads, once your waymarks are down, run ready checks.
Also, we said refood, right?
Yeah. Check your food. Food does help. Oh, one more thing. Person who was thief and AFK'd out, were you flexing to 3?
I don't believe they were.
Okay, I just want to make sure. We'll find out if it's broken, if towers explode.
I think we had 5 people in C, so honestly, if everyone's doing their job.
It should be fine. Not too weird. Okay, the stacks. If you did Black Cat and 1 Savage, and you remember, this is also in the Alliance raid, if you remember the stacks and the way the arrows fly into the air and it shows you, like, flying above your head which way it's going to fly, you want to check that. You want to make sure that's pointing to the center of the arena. If you are a stack on Meteor's side, you just want to make sure you get knocked up across the boss so you can land where the AoEs aren't going to be. Otherwise, if you are not on the Meteor side, bring it all the way to the wall so you just get knocked forward a little. Always point your stacks towards the boss. It confused me for a minute too when I was progging this, but as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, okay. I fucking got it. Okay, CB1. I'm waiting on A, and then I heard we have a healer AFK in 2.
Yeah.
A is ready, just waiting on 2. Yep. White arrows in the air above the stack marker. If you turn your camera sideways instead of looking straight down, they're a good bit easier to see. Yeah, Mia, you missed it. Somebody walked up here on our first attempt and then just fucking flung themselves up the side of the arena.
Awesome.
It was a Lalafell too, no less.
Sacrificial potato.
The
Okay,
Lalafell
2 is
missile.
ready.
I'll
We
be
are going to
honest,
pull
I
at
don't-
25:45. That's in about 30 seconds.
I haven't had a single run without somebody falling, at least one person falling off the edge while we preamble.
Awesome.
I can't believe Cole grew up. They like counting.
15 seconds. I still hate counting. I'm just willing to do it. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull the boss. Tanks established. We're going to start with a raid wide. After this, we're all going to move through, and it's either a knockback or a half room. Move through, get knocked back. This is a knockback. Move through again, and one more knockback. It's random, I swear. Tank busters, berserker check. Berserkers front and center. Next up is towers. Numbers move through. Letters stay. Resolve the knockback or the far. It is a knockback first. Knockback, then towers. Knock, then towers. Next up, we're gonna spin. Be on the right side of the boss. Be on the right side of the boss. Get on the boss's butt. Make sure you're behind him. Be on the right side, kind of near the A marker. Right side of the boss. Please light spread for meteors. Check where meteors drop. Check if you have a meteor. Check where your stack is facing. Make sure you check these stacks. Check your heads. Meteors stay. Knock back to resolve. Get knocked back, then resolve. Knock back first. Check the stacks. There's a messed up stack somewhere. Run to safety. I believe we're gonna spin left side first. Start on the left side. Get onto the boss's butt. Be on the right side, kind of near the A marker, on the right side. Next up is the summon. Numbers move through, letters stay, time mages get ready to dispel.
Try to get some of the deads if you can, just so you have enough for all the towers.
Numbers through, letters stay. Time mages get ready to dispel. Dispel the ads. Good. It's gonna be summon again. Find the side with the tower stacks. Remember to knock back or far before you resolve. Numbers will go up, then we will resolve the towers. Find the side with the tower stacks. Front right will be safe later. Find the side with the tower stacks. Danger's near. Half room first. Half room first, then numbers up. Numbers stand by the gargoyles to go up. And resolve towers. Front right is safe. Front right.
Oh, well done.
No explosions. Now we're gonna spin. Be on the right side of the boss. You're already on the boss's butt. Be on the right side again, kind of near the A marker. Is it meteors again? It's a mechanic. Yep, meteors again. Meteors stay. Please check your stacks. Get knocked back to resolve. Knocked back to resolve. Respect the mechanics. It is A-okay. Just make sure to run to the corner. You will be just fine even if you get hit by 2. Just make sure we mitt. Run to the corner. Those greedy melees. Move through. Afar, get knocked back. Get knocked back. And we'll do it again. Make sure we get the dead up before we leave.
I mean, the boss can just die.
Fuck him. Explode you with my mind. Don't forget your personal spoils right in front of the shiny rock. Don't forget to buff again. Fuck chemists if you want to stay behind. Okay, bye.
Yeah, wait a bit for everyone to get here. You can start, yeah, you can start scanning if you want. It'll tell you that you see a trap before you can actually reveal it. The reveal distance is maybe about 5 yalms. Ranger can take care of the trap. Once again, just remember to slow all the mobs. That's really the only thing needs to be remembered here. Scarab has a buff, but focus the Manticore. Right hammer, get to its left. We will be moving through after this, so outrange it or get close. Or just kill it. Dispel would be nice. It's got increased evasion. It's fine. It's not really a big deal. Wait for the thief. Yep. Just hang out right here. Yep. Should be one more somewhere. Not this time. Alright. You can go ahead. Wait for the thief. It can pop. We'll be taking a left here. Focus the moth. Go for the orb. Thief, go ahead. Careful, careful. It's usually in front of the door, but it's not always in front of the door. Another 50-50. No traps in these rooms. I'm feeling right this time. You have to percept. Yep, there we go. Oh, hey, lucky again. I don't actually have a cousin. I'm just lucky. All the way back. The moth, get your slow out. Do not pop that trap. Everyone get back a little bit. It's a super. Yeah, around here should probably be fine. Yeah, Eloid, you can pop that if you want. Just don't forget to use your pledge or invuln. So generally the way this hallways usually goes, you just want to scan a little bit over here for the lightning, for any traps. Because while we pull the mob pack over here, you can go back and do the room. Yeah. So that'll be... So if you want to go back and do the hallway, where you sprint across, while we take care of this. It should be somewhere along the wall if you hadn't revealed it earlier.
Oh, this one.
Oh, I meant in the previous core. That's my bad.
I'm sorry, I misunderstood.
And no, that's my bad. Gotta clarify. I didn't see you go on there until it was too late.
It'll be back here.
Got it.
Yep. I can just wait for you.
Am I blind? No, I'm not.
Okay.
So I just, when I get to the edge, wait, get to the edge.
Oh,
then
don't
sprint
walk that way yet,
there.
Dancer. There's probably a trap.
Oh, he scanned it.
Oh, did he? Okay. Well, in that case. Yeah. Once you get to the start of the pattern room, you can just sprint across, then reveal. Once you get to the wall, and just walk through. Everyone come get your rocks. Don't worry about the speed. Quill is a speedrunner thief, basically, so she's gonna beat us no matter how fast we go, really. And this one should just be a regular trap this time, since we already saw the super, if there is one at all. Yeah, there's not.
One?
That should be further to the left, like before. We can just pull these to the right. There should never be a trap over here.
Says I sense one, I just can't.
Yeah, just take it slow. It'll be there. Right hammer. Be on the
Okay.
left side. Yeah, there it is. Go ahead and pop it. And we can move back up.
There could be one more trap, just so we're all aware. But not today. Okay. Where am I leaving this? I'm real quick gonna go over fire and soft enrage. Just on the off chance we do kill the snowballs. Fire, if you look at slide 21, is the only slide that's gonna matter. If you remember that one raid, was it Heaven's Ward? There's these little steppy things. Honestly, I remember it better from Ruby Weapon. There's going to be little footsteps starting on the floor. One will start on the letters waymarks, one will start on the numbers, and then take a few steps. I will call where it is going to end. Where it is going to end, it is going to spawn a tower. The tower needs to be soaked by tanks. There are going to be 2 sets of towers. The first set will be soaked by a tank with a full kitchen sink for the first hit, and then invuln for the second 2 hits of the tower. At the same time, each hit is going to shoot out a wave towards the DPS, one towards the DPS and one towards the healer nearby the tower. So what we are going to do, DPS are going to be facing directly out. They are going to point their stack directly out. Healers will be on either the left or the right side of the tower. Tanks will be on the inside. This is on slide 22 of the raid plan. After they do their 3 hits, the entire party is going to stack up on the DPS and then bait around the outside of the boss. Baits come out very slowly, so you're just going to bait one, move just outside it around the AoE, around the fireball we're killing, bait a second time, move one more time, keep moving around that until a stack at the end, then we'll return, DPS pointed at the wall, tanks healers left or right of the fireball. And that's it for fire phase. So what I'm going to do, if I can get a tank up here on the jumpy potato with the scythe, for letters, I would like the first letter tank who is going to take the first tower. Again, all you have to do is kitchen sink the first hit, invuln the second 2. So Crew and I will take the first tower. If I can get another letters tank for the second tower. And then if we can have a backup, don't really require it, but if a tank dies, it's nice to have. Numbers, can I see who's going to mitigate and immune the first, and then the second on number side? Great. So again, it'll be the first 3 hits, we stack, we bait around, then it'll be the second tank, last 3 hits, then it'll hopefully be dead by then. After that, they're going to do 6-handed fist fight. It's going to be a circle around in the center of the arena. Big AoE, like Delta attack, and a little knockback. We're going to be in quadrants. If you look at slide 26, A1 will be southwest, 2B will be north, C3 will be southeast. They're going to take turns baiting cleaves on these quadrants. You're just going to dodge into them after they go off. Just don't get hit by the cleaves. They're really simple. Then it's going to be spreads. There is kind of a spread pattern. The real spread pattern is just respect each other. Don't hit each other with cleaves, with spreads. They go off like really slowly, just spread from each other, wait for it to be over. It will die. Soft and Rage is very, very easy. I know a lot's going on. I hope we reviewed snowballs. I hope everyone took a peek at fire. Can I get a sacrificial chemist so we get at least 2 pulls? I believe it's going to be Ellis again. Right, Ellis?
I am happy to do so.
Great. Ellis is going to be our lovely little floor tank. So chemist, just keep a res on Ellis the whole time. If you have to take both, do you Phantom Guard the first hit of the second? That's your big knit, right? I'm pretty sure you just kitchen sink the first hit and then Phantom Guard through the second too. Something along those lines.
It gives you a vuln. The first hit hits like kind of hard. As long as you are invuln for the hits after the first one, you'll be chilling. You can kitchen sink and it'll be fine, but you don't have to use everything if you don't want to.
Any other questions? Better questions now than wipes later. Okay, Ellis, important info. This time I don't want you to sack until snowballs. So just, when you see snowballs, go ahead and run it down onto the south wall. Otherwise, check your food. Check your readies. Let's kill boss 2. Anyprog to bridges. Do the stacks after we bait around the first tower need to be pointed at all? They are baited from the boss in the center of the arena. They're honestly really hard to fuck up. So long as you're baiting in a circle, it's almost impossible to fuck up the beam. I got A, I got C, I got 2, I got 1, I just need B. B is ready. Alright, we're gonna pull at 23:30 because I hate counting. That's in 30 seconds. 25. 15. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tanks, bring him to the center. Get a couple cleaves on it and then follow your ad to the outside. Follow your ad to the outside, only get hit by 1. Remember to check your tether, it can get fucky. Check your tether, make sure it's correct. Tanks, point these out. They'll jump to the center. Don't get hit by the tiny AoE underneath them. Next up, it's going to be the personal responsibility temperature mechanic. Check your debuff, follow the waymark, see where they're jumping. All personal responsibility, tiny AoE. Check your debuff. One more AoE. Tiny little AoE, and then we are going to watch where the bosses jump, and we will run between them. Check where they jump, run between them, don't greed this. Alpha. We're gonna go to Alpha. You can return to your boss. Check your tether, make sure it's correct. Super turbo mitt coming up. Put a lot of mitt on this. We are going to face these stacks outside. Face the stacks outside. Bosses will jump to the center. Don't get hit by the tiny AoE underneath them. Next, it's going to be Snowball. Letters north, numbers south. Ellis, go ahead and sack. Make sure we get a res on Ellis. Letters north, numbers south. A1.
All right, I am in position.
B2. C3, A1 in. B2 in. C3 in. Knocked opposite your Snowball. Tethers respect. Make sure we have a res on Ellis all the way at the wall. All the way at the wall. Kill the Snowball. Get the res on Ellis. Everybody run to the south side of the arena. Get ready to die. Everybody jump in the wall. Jump in the wall. Jump in the wall. We need to be dead. Do not release.
Waiting for the reset. All right.
All good. Nice.
All right. Get my fellow chemists up first so we can hurry.
How do we tell if the Snowball is correctly far enough? It does have a buff on itself if it is invuln. But yeah, if you can hit it. The correct answer is pull the tether as long as physically possible and make sure everybody is all the way at the wall. This is proximity on everybody. Tether needs to be as long as it can possibly be. This is very, very tight for no fucking reason.
I
Tether just needs to be as
am
long as possible.
now realizing there's a slight issue. I am the tank for 2, however I'm flexing for 3. But I am the only tank in 2. Is there another tank that is flexing for 3?
Is there any party with a second tank?
A has 2 tanks. If
Okay.
we need us.
Ase, do you mind flexing to 3 for Snowball? Awesome, thank you so much. Lost another person in 2. Was it a healer or a tank?
No, just red mage.
Okay, that's fine.
It looks like Dorothy ran out of lives.
Again, if you're on the floor, that's totally fine. Please stay and watch for Prog. I'm not too miffed about killing the boss right now. Okay, that's ready chat. Does anyone have any questions about Snowball?
I
really
only have
make
one
sure-
question.
Yes.
We're gonna end up putting them pretty much as north and south as we can by the end of it, correct? If the person who gets the tether wants to try and put it north and south, or is it just fully stretch it out as much as possible?
Fully
Tether needs
opposite.
to be fully stretched as much as possible. You must be opposite the Snowball. If you bring it anywhere but exactly opposite the Snowball, it's going to be invulnerable and we can't kill it.
All right, just making sure because it might have been because one of the times it ended up north and south, and that's where my brain's thinking.
There's no benefit to positioning the snowballs in any particular place outside of directly opposite, because the parties will be knocked back there anyways. So you're not like losing uptime or anything.
Tethers and knockback are really unga bunga. It's just me go as far as physically possible.
All right, just making sure because I did see north south one time as like one of the potential things. So that's the only reason I'm asking.
No worries.
Yep, just bring it as long as possible. Once you take your stack of your snowball, are you okay just dodging the rest? Yes. If you're in the first wild charge, don't do any more. You have a vuln, you'll just die.
Will I be sacrificial lamb again, or just wing it?
How many people are on one?
Yeah, I don't think we have enough lives to justify going again.
Yeah. Okay, all in pull. Let's do it. I also have to gold farm and I really have to pee.
Alright, balls to the walls, people.
Okay, I have A, I have C, I have 1. I need B and 2. I just need B. Okay. We will pull at 16:30 because I hate counting.
Did you say 16:30?
15:30. We have a time agent here, right? We can go back in time. That's in about 30 seconds.
Let's do the time warp again.
1530.
Yeah, you've been a gracious host. Thank you.
You guys are too nice. But I will accept your love after this boss. Or, well, us or the boss are on the floor.
You will accept it now and you will like it.
Never. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Tanks establish. Follow your boss when it jumps. Make sure you only get hit by one AoE. Don't die to the death wall. Check your tether because it can be fucked. Check your tether. Tank busters out. Bosses will jump to the center and do a tiny AoE underneath themselves. Don't get hit. Next up will be the poison temperature mechanic. Tiny AoE, then check your debuff. This is all personal responsibility. If you have a res, don't take it until after the cleaves. If you have a debuff, you will die here. We're going to check where the bosses jump and run between them. Wait for these cleaves. Check the jump, run between. 2-3. It's going to be 2-3. Back on your boss. Save your 2 minutes for the snowball. Follow your boss, turbo mitt. Big raid wide. We're gonna point these stacks out. Point the stacks out. Next up, it's gonna be snowball. Bosses will jump to the center. Don't get hit by the tiny AoE underneath the boss. Letters north, numbers south. Follow your snowball. Get knocked opposite. A1. B2. C3 A1 in. B2 in. C3 in. Get knocked opposite your snowball, check the tether. All the way at the wall, get knocked all the way to the wall. This is procs on everybody. Pop 2 minute, burst the snowballs down. Burst these down.
He's just gonna need a little
You
bit
can
of help.
help the other side if you need. Help the other side.
Help us! Nice.
Not even close. We're gonna check where the bosses jump and run between them. Check where the bosses jump. Alpha. We are going to Alpha. Do not greed. You can return to your boss.
Getting up
Next
L.
up, it's gonna be a Delta
Really?
attack. Make sure you turbo mitt the Delta attack.
You can get the Raises of the Dead, so that'd be nice. Party 2 still has some left alive, but
After this, it will be a tank buster and a stack. Pointing out, tanks on the left, party on the right. Pointing out, tanks on the left, party on the right. Next up, it's going to be Fire Phase. We are going to watch the steppies based on where they start. Is the one you will be baiting. Don't get hit by the tiny AoE underneath the boss. Letters starts on letters. Numbers starts on numbers. Do not greed this. It's going to be blue-green markers. DPS at the wall. Healers left or right of the stack. Make sure we have a res on a chemist. Any old chemist. Go ahead and kill the fireballs. Second hit. Make sure we have a res on a chemist. Now it would be bait at the wall. And then we're going to bait it around the boss. Do we have a raise on a chemist? Maybe, hopefully. Maybe? Oh, don't release.
Not on me.
Chemist probably would have taken
Bad.
one.
Good pull. All the way up to fire from Fresh Prog.
First
You
time I
guys
saw
are-
fire, yeah.
Boss 2 ready. Nice job. Yeah, you guys got this. I'm very proud. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you, party leads, for leading. That will be me for today. I'm being
Thank you
dragged
for the
into
invite.
the fucking
Appreciate
gold
the
farm
invite.
mines.
You're not being dragged. Shut it.
I know.
I can't believe
asked.
you're being forced to gold farm. Damn, that's so.
That's
unfortunate.
crazy. Force,
Can't
man.
believe-
That's crazy.
Fake Mia would do that to me. Yeah, thank you guys for coming.
Yep,
Thank you so
it
much
was
for the
fun.
opportunity.
Appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Thank you very much.
Okay, bye.
Bye bye.